you. Moving on to Rhiannon from the Press Association.
Hi, Rhiannon from the Press Association. Your former colleague and friend Rupert Lowe has just launched Restore Britain. Are you feeling threatened at all by Restore Britain? And particularly now he's had the backing of Elon Musk, and it could split your vote.
I don't know about former friend. He sued me in 2019, as he sues everybody. And if you look at the history of Southampton Football Club, and then look at the history of WH Ireland, which he chaired in the city of London, you will see he was removed from both of those roles after lawsuits galore and 2 very dramatic EGMs. So friend would be stretching it just a little bit. There are, last time we counted, 11 parties that claim to be on the right or centre-right of British politics, from the Heritage Party to goodness knows who else. There is only one proper brand of centre-right politics in this country. It's called Reform. And as I'd mentioned earlier, people think, oh, Farage has done it. We'll just set a party up. It'll be marvellous. We'll sweep the next election. It just isn't as easy as that. Now, does he have a profile on X? Yes, he does. Is Elon going to support him? Probably. But you see, when he stood up and said that we've got to consider the mass deportation of entire communities, including those born in the United Kingdom, that just moves way beyond a point of reasonableness, of decency, of morality. And that was the moment at which, I realised we just had to get rid of him, and get rid of him as quickly as we could. And I think in terms of the way we dealt with that, we were probably more brutal than the other parties. But
that is like the most chilling thing that I have heard a politician say. Labour probably thinks the same, but at least they don't talk like this in public. Here's what's going on. First of all, the mass deportations of entire communities. That is just not how the British system works. Even if you manage to win elections, you still have the civil service, you still have judges. There are checks and balances. That, I know that a lot of people would like it if it worked this way, but it simply doesn't. You would end up signing a piece of paper and the court shot it down, or the people just refuse to enforce it. Okay? And I'm pretty sure Nigel Farage knows this. But the thing that really irks me, and the thing that is the most chilling, is that he is now basically saying that this was an ideological conflict. That Rupert Lowe wanted mass deportations and Nigel Farage didn't. But then why did Nigel Farage lie and manipulate the voter? Because this is where I draw the line. This is where I'm looking at this with terror. I wouldn't want a politician like this to govern my nation. A politician that has to lie to the voter. In other words, he was pretending he is fine with the deportations, and the only problem that he had with Rupert Lowe was the fact that, he's senile, that they had an investigation on him. They basically did underhanded tactics, which he now admits were brutal, right? So you don't want to do brutal, underhanded tactics to the Muslim community, but you would use brutal and underhanded tactics to a fellow colleague. That is insane. And I'm actually curious to see what the new elections will be like. Unfortunately, I have said this before, and I will say it again. The politics in Europe, in almost every single state within the EU and in the UK, seems to be following the exact same trend. You have a political party, just one, that claims it wants to stop mass immigration or it wants to start deporting people. Immediately, that party is labeled to Adolf Hitler. The press is putting every single journalist to start digging through the records of everyone involved in that party. You have protesters, far-left extremists, far-left activists that are harassing and hounding the members of that party. And despite all that, you will notice that that party manages to become number 2 in the elections. Like they're usually 40%, 45% of the vote. And so every single other party, every single one, it doesn't matter if they're left wing, if they're right wing, if they have any type of disagreements on economics, every single one just forms a coalition and they ally and they govern like that. And so I don't have to know what will happen if Rupert Law's party manages to get number 2. I already know where Farage is going to stand. Like, he is going to be in the coalition. They're probably going to replace the Tories. And it's quite possible that the Greens are going to replace Labour. And Rupert maybe UKIP. You know, like, you're going to have, like, the Greens with Farage's party governing, and you're going to have Rupert Law on the outside. That's my prediction. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see when it happens, right? Like, you can bookmark this video. Like, so far, there's no surveys, there's no polls to show whether I'm right or not, but that's my prediction. You will see Farage's party allying itself with the Greens, with the Lib Dems, with everyone else, in order to form a coalition and prevent Rupert Law from basically delivering what the British people have been begging since Brexit. Like, consistently, they have voted against mass immigration. And even the Tories ran with that campaign. And this is, like, the most British thing. Yes, like, I do believe when Farage is saying that his party is British, he is absolutely correct, because this is what British people do. They campaign on stopping immigration, and once they get in, they continue immigration. And then they come up with random bullshit. It's like, oh yes, we're going to have a digital ID in order to prevent people from working. Oh, we're going to have more hate speech laws to crack down on people that talk mad shit against immigrants. You know, like, we're going to keep cracking down on your rights. We're going to keep raising taxes. We're going to keep lowering your standards of living, because we got to worry about the actual members that matter, which are the immigrants. I also doubt that Rupert Law was actually saying that people who are born in the UK will be deported. I mean, maybe like if they're born without papers, and then they absolutely should be deported, right? Like, if a person doesn't have citizenship in a nation, it's the same like a person that doesn't have its residence in a house and is then uninvited, you know? Like, that's not a guest. And so, yeah, like, people that are in the UK without legal right of being there, like, absolutely, the law should exist, right? Because otherwise, what's the point in having a law if you don't enforce it? But I don't think, like, Rupert Law is talking about people that actually have British citizenship, because, legally speaking, you can't kick them out. Right? Again, I do not know how, like, many people understand how Britain political system works, but there are international laws, there are national laws, like, you have judges, you have checks and balances, you cannot just, like, sign any type of law you want into effect. But we'll see, you know, we'll see. I do notice that Rupert Law is extremely popular in the online space, and so I don't know if this is Elon Musk pumping him up, or he's legitimately popular. It also matters, like, is he popular with people inside Britain? Because if he is popular with people from Texas, no one gives a shit in the British elections, right? While Nigel Farage has been absorbing a lot of Tories, a lot of conservative people in his party, and he's on television. They don't call him far right anymore. He's actually treated as a decent party. Very interesting. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.